Good morning, everyone. It's opening day of dove season. I'm out here with Eddie.
What's up?
It's super early, but we're gonna head over to the field and see if we can't get anything, and then start our catch and cook. It's around 6:28, so shooting light just started. We got to get out to the field, and then we'll start blasting them. So the field that I normally go to is around 25 minutes south of my house, around Lake Utah. And usually I go through a little bit of an access point that cuts through private property, but you're allowed to go through because it's blocking off BLM land. At least that's what I'm told. But this year you're into a little bit of a problem. And we had to take a big old detour on this big bumpy road that was about a mile down the road. So our normal dove spot is right here. But instead of going into my normal access point, which is right over here in a straight line, we had to go down about a mile and a half on this long detour. And even though it's super pretty, a lot of the road was really rocky and bumpy, and it made a lot of the trip look just like this. But regardless of the road, we made it eventually.
Looks so peaceful.
Yeah, he won't be peaceful for long. So we finally made it out here. Took us a little bit longer than we thought. Usually I get to drive down an access road, but there was someone working there and they told me I couldn't drive it today. So I respected that, and we had to take a nice little detour, but we're finally here, getting loaded up. We've seen a few flying around the field. So hopefully we can get to pop a few before Tom shows up, and then I have to go pick him up at the access point since it's no longer 2 minutes away. But yeah, so I'm gonna load up and just kind of start hunting. And I do love hunting in this dove field. It's insanely pretty. It's just covered with a bunch of sunflowers and has a really pretty view of the lake, especially in the morning. But it's better later in the season when the sunflower seeds drop. That way there's a lot more dove. There wasn't too many this time, but we still had a great time out there hunting. So we shot the first one in the morning. He came flying over as I was walking out, and I cannot find him for the life of me. All these rocks are dove colored. It makes it quite hard. But he's somewhere around here. We'll find him. It's just gonna take a minute. So yeah, guys, we weren't able to find that dove, but Tom finally showed up. Say hi, Tom. Yeah, Tom finally showed up, so we're gonna go try and jump some out of some trees, and we'll probably set up and just sit and wait. Did you hit that one? So we got the first dove of the season down. I also dropped one right in here. We're trying to look for him too, but yeah, it's hard to find. All the rocks are dove covered, so it's pretty challenging when you shoot one that you don't see it drop right away. But he's in here. We'll find his buddy. You won't be alone anymore, bud. Number 2's been found, thanks to Eddie. I was right up there, dropped him in the sunflower patch. Thought he was in there. He ended up just being right on the edge right here. Now we got 2. He's got a buddy. Such pretty birds though. All right, so we found a few of our dove. We decided to chill out for a bit. We kind of flushed everything that we can. So we're set up here on the hillside, getting a re-up of energy. Because I don't wake up this early for anything. But yeah, so we're just gonna wait for him to fly on our lane, and hopefully we'll drop a few more. We got 2 in the bag so far, should have 3. But you know, it's just kind of hard to find in all these sunflower fields and rocks that are dove colored. So I don't know, hopefully we'll get some more. And regardless if we shoot a limit or not, we didn't really mind. It's just pretty to be out here in the morning, and we decided to sit here and wait for them to fly by us instead of actively hunting them, and it seemed to work out a little bit. Ooh, baby, a double. Well, found one of them. He was running away real fast. He's down. I shot another one in this gap over here. Yet to find him, but we love doubles. We always love doubles. I mean, we found the second one. Eddie found out I'm making a phone call. Eddie, you're a good bird dog, dude. Dude's out here doing business and he found my bird. I mean, yeah, so you're taking a bird dog, dude. I'm just taking you every hunt. Well, we're up to, I think this is number 4 or 5 now. I don't know, Tom's chasing a bird that he wounded out in the field. I think he just dropped it, but he's hunting through some sunflowers, so we'll see if he finds that thing. Well, best of luck to him. Look at that poor man out there. You'll find it one day, Tom. You'll find it one day. All right, so for this next little bit, I went absolutely insane hunting these 2 dove that flushed out of the trees right next to us. I've probably spent at least a box or close to a box trying to kill these 2 birds. And I see them a lot, but they've just been jumping from tree to tree, going back and forth, and my aim just went down the toilet, apparently. And I wasted so many shots on these things. They were super easy, just kind of straightaways going from tree to tree, but they were weaving in and out of the gaps in between. And I ended up missing them literally every single time. And as you'll see here, I start to see one inside of the tree, and I start to flush it out, and I take a few shots at it, and then it just continues to go downhill. And you're gonna watch me continue to miss again and again.
Oh, you got it. I mean, whoa, nice shot. You got it. You totally got it.
Well, regardless if I was blowing it or not, we still found some good ways to pass the time while the birds weren't out. All right, well, the birds aren't flying, so we resorted to using old clays. You say, pull. Pull! Oh. Live to see another day. So we both suck at shooting skeet that we throw in the wind, but kicked a few birds up, so we're gonna see if we can't find them. We did not find any more birds, so here's a picture of a pretty sunflower in the field. Well, the rain's starting to hit. Birds are birds are probably hiding right now, so probably take a break, come back this evening, try and get a few more. So yeah, once the doves stopped flying, we decided to just clean them up in the field and then get back to the kitchen to begin our catch and cook. All right, so we got all these dove breasts cleaned up. As you can see here, we got 6 of them, and they do look nice and plump. And other than that, all we're gonna use is our white bean chili soup, which you guys can see right here. And this is a super simple recipe, so stay tuned. All right, so first we're just gonna grab the breasts off our dove breasts. I'm just grab this nice big guy right here. But yeah, so there's a little hole in between the breast and the breastplate and the meat. And you're just gonna go ahead and stick your finger right in there between that little hole that you can see. And it comes right off. You just slide your finger across the breastplate, like so. And once you get it off of that plate, it'll pop right off. Little one, hang on there. Yeah, and then you just have a nice little dove fillet like this. And you're gonna wanna do this to all of your dove that you have, just so you're not cooking them in here, because this doesn't work too well when it's inside of a soup. So yeah, so just go ahead and do this to all your dove, and then we'll get to cooking. All right, so once you got your nice little tender pile of dove nuggies, like so, we're just gonna go ahead and transfer them over to the pan and give them a quick little sear before we toss them inside of the soup. That way they have a little bit better flavor. I like to add some garlic and some butter, but you guys will see that in a second. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot, don't forget to give your dove breast a nice little wishy-washy to make sure there's no seeds or extra little pellets that are hanging around on the breast. Sometimes they'll get pinned up against the breast, and they only come out when you pull off that little tuft of meat. So just make sure to give that a nice little wash out. So other than that, you just add a big old chunk of butter in the pan, and then we're gonna wait for that to soak, and then we're gonna toss in our dove. Once these guys are cooking a little bit, just go ahead and toss some of your minced garlic. So once you got your garlic in there, you're just gonna cook them for about a few minutes on each side. Dove cook really fast because they're really small breasts. As you can see, they're already starting to get light on the sides. And since they're gonna go into the soup, they're gonna cook a little bit more, so we don't want them to be too tough. It's a secret to dove, the little filet mignons of the sky. So once they start looking kind of brown and cooked like this, I'm gonna check and see if one's good. Just gonna pick one from the plot, go ahead and cut them up real quick. Perfect, nice and tender and red inside, just how you like it. Kind of like how you want a medium rare steak, basically. That's perfect. I'll take these guys off. Let it sit for a second, then I'll dice them up, and then we can start working on the actual soup. All right, so once you got your nice little pile of diced dove breasts like so, you're welcome to salt or pepper it, but I just want the regular dove flavor with a little bit of garlic just because I love it. It tastes really good in the soup. So yeah, then you're ready to start on the soup, which is super simple. So for this guy, it's pretty simple. All you're gonna have to do is add water and chicken, which today we substituted for the sky chicken, which would be the dove we've just cut up. Yeah, it doesn't take too much time to cook. You just add water, toss it in, and then toss in your dove, and you're ready to go. So to this, you just add 5 cups of warm water, which is going right now. Well, that's going. You can go ahead and pop this up, and you just open it up and grab the mixing packet, which should be down in the middle. My hands will work. So my hands wouldn't work, but I ripped this thing up and it's out, so it's done. So once you're done with that, and once the water's boiling, you just toss this bag inside of the water, and these peanuts will rehydrate, and the flavoring will start to soak up. And then you just stir it down until it's your right consistency, and you'll add the dove. And bada boom, bada bang, you're done. You got your dove meal. All right, so once your soup boils down a bit, you're ready to add in your dove. And don't worry if it looks a little bit watery. Once it starts to cool down, it will harden up just a bit. So yeah, you're good to toss in your dove now. So now we've got our dove in there, just gonna give it a nice little stir. And then we'll let this cool off and we'll be ready to serve. And then we're gonna see how it tastes. It looks quite good, so I'm kind of excited to try it out. Because quite honestly, this is the first time we've tried this, so we have no idea how it's gonna taste, but that's what we're here to find out. All right, so it's time for the final test. Let's go ahead and see how this tastes. The Dr. Super Grub. So yeah, it's a decent amount of dove in here. I mean, we only put in, I think it was 8 breasts. We got 10, but I only put in 8. I didn't think we'd need more than that, but so far, really good. Definitely will do again. Oh, I mean, jalapeno dove poppers are pretty hard to beat. I know more pounds of dove are gonna be cooked in dove poppers than probably any combination combined, but out of all the combinations I've done or all the recipes I've tried, this is definitely a close second. They're really good. So yeah, you guys, test over. If you guys want to try something other than jalapeno dove poppers this dove season, or maybe you just want to go shoot some more and try something new, I would definitely recommend our white bean chili. I didn't know how it was going to turn out, but it actually turned out really good. So yeah, it's just on our store. The link's probably going to be down below somewhere. I don't know, I'll figure it out when I actually edit the video. But yeah, other than that, we got some more videos coming up. I think grouse is coming next, so stay tuned for that. Other than that, see you guys next time.